high pitched. It almost makes me think of an inducer assembly making a high pitched whine.
Okay, so we actually had a service call booked today, and what they said in the notes on why they're making the appointment, they said almost a year ago exactly, and they had the date of 11/25 20. We had a service call due to our heater making a very high-pitched whine while running. We had it cleaned out, and it seemed to be fine after like maintenance. Now, almost a year later, it's making a very high-pitched whine again, now that they've just kind of started to run their furnace a little bit more. And so they booked the appointment, and we'll be going out there sometime today, it looks like. And I'm curious about what they found, but what would you think, just at the top of your mind, what would something like that be, like a loud whine when you start running your furnace a little bit more often?
Well, when I think of a whine, I'm thinking I'm hearing a blower motor whine, electric motor whine, sometimes can have a very high noise to them. High noise, I'm thinking of the inducer assembly on the furnace, which is a small motor, runs at a very high RPM, so that's why the noise is usually really high. It's used in the combustion process, in exhausting combustion fumes. But I'd want to see if it's possible to lubricate it. Now, many of them are not. But even though they are not, sometimes you can force oil, on some surfaces that you can quiet them down. Sometimes it's just a sign of a motor failing. Over time it's running hot and the bearings are getting dry and you can't oil them. Many of them are built in such a way that we don't lubricate them anymore. I always thought I could try and force lubrication. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it's happening because the motor is failing. So there's nothing lost. I'm not hurting anything by trying to lubricate a motor that typically doesn't need lubrication. But when I hear the terms that were used, that's what I would probably first look at.
They're saying a very high pitched whine while running.
Yeah.
Now with that, and so this is furnace only, it seems like. So they said over the summer there was no sound.
Right, and that's another reason I'm thinking inducer assembly, the high pitch whine. So it shouldn't be too hard to find. If it's coming back again, it sounds like it's pretty consistent in what it's doing. So it shouldn't be too hard to find. But like I said, many times it's because a motor is starting to fail. So I can really try and lubricate where I normally wouldn't, knowing that it's failing anyway. I'm not really hurting anything, so.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Okay, very good.